Hello again, everyone. It is day 7 of the Diamine Inkvent calendar, and today's ink is Alpine, which is a shimmer ink. So it looks like Diamine got the memo about more green inks being needed in the Inkvent calendar, because last year I think there were very few, if any, greens. There might have been one. Let's see, do I have? Yes, I do have last year's. Let's do a quick peruse of last year's to see how we compare so far. So we do have a gray from last year that was day 3. Let's see. Oh, so pretty different from yesterday's Ghost. It's a little darker and a little bit more green rather than purple bluish. But yeah, so I guess we had Winter Spice, which was sort of a green, but not really. Black Ivy, I guess that's sort of a green, but I would call that more of a teal. Again, teal. Not really any greens. So let's go ahead. We've already had one green with Spruce, and let me actually smell it. I think I can still detect a faint smell, because if you remember, this was a scented ink. And I did remember to get out my Pelikan fountain pen case to get out my, oh no, not that one, this one, to get out my M600 red tortoiseshell to see how that would look with spiced apple. And yes, I do think in person it's even a better match than it is on the camera. And I do think because you've got some like orangey colors here, I think it looks pretty good with the body as well. I do think that this would be a pretty good match. So the person who said that was probably right on. All right, so let's go ahead and get on to swatching today's ink, the Alpine ink. I'm going to shake it up because it is a shimmer so that we can get the stuff down in the bottom there. Okay, I think we're good. I have a pot of water off to the side like usual to rinse these tools off. All right, let's see. Ooh, definitely a green. That's definitely a true green and not a teal. Yeah, that's quite nice. With greens, I'm not always the biggest fan of green. Oh, sorry about that. I'm not always the biggest fan of green ink, but this kind of green, like deep greens, like these two, right up my alley. I'm not a big fan of bright green inks. I have a couple of those in my collection, not very many because I don't really like them. But I basically never use them. So I've decided that that's just not something I like, but these dark ones are really, really nice. Okay, so this is Diamine Alpine. And again, not necessarily super wet. Wow, this thing holds a ton of ink. It's really nice. Earlier in the swatchings, I was talking about how I just love this Kakimori nib, and my assessment of that has not changed at all since I got it. All right, so there we go. Let me go ahead and put this closer up to the camera so you can see, but first I'm going to close the ink, close my water. It's been kind of a clumsy morning today. I've already dropped a wooden hairbrush on my foot and stubbed my toe. So let's... I also woke up with a migraine, which is probably why I'm so clumsy. And then I took something for that. It makes me a little loopy. So let's see. Okay. So yeah, it looks like that might be a silver shimmer. I realize I'm wearing the wrong glasses too. Yeah, to me that looks like a silver shimmer. It's kind of nice to have different color shimmers in different inks. Like even if you had 2 different green inks, one with a silver shimmer, one with a gold shimmer, they'd look completely different. So that's quite nice. It seems like on this one, and again, you know, things might have settled in the bottle when I dipped in the nib. This one is a little less sparkly, but as usual, things are pretty much dry. I feel like it was even drier than today. And I have a humidifier going in my bedroom, so I don't know what the deal is. You can see the shimmer a little bit in the writing. Again, I think it may have settled a little bit before I put the pen in. And I haven't really figured out a way, like if it's in the pen, Shimmer Ink is in a pen, I will kind of like swirl the pen around, you know, kind of like this, and then maybe go back and forth to get the shimmer to come to the nib so that it's not settling all at the bottom. But if I'm doing dipping, I'm not sure what I would do. Like, what do I close it and shake it? I guess that's kind of the only thing you can do. Like, you can't leave it open, but it does seem to settle pretty fast. Yeah, because as you can see, shimmer's already all the way at the bottom here on this jar. So with dip writing, it's not always going to be consistent with the shimmer. But that's really pretty. I really like that a lot. I think I prefer this color to the spruce. The spruce is a little too much, I don't know, like plain green? This has some complexity in it. It seems almost more like an olive a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I still like this one, but this one is definitely my preferred of the two. All right, well, that's day 7. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Feel free to subscribe to keep track of future videos on my channel. I hope to see you next time, which again, I hope is tomorrow. But in the meantime, have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.